Hi there. So I wanted to take you through the simple process of prospecting or starting prospecting with HubSpot sequences to a specific list of contacts. So I've got two tabs open on here. I'm going to need really just lists eventually, but I'm going to go into this list of contacts that I obtained from attending a conference. I have combed through the list, and I've done some research using a tool called Seamless to find additional contacts from each member organization. There are my contacts. I am going to what I call tab out. I've got 157. I'd like to do about 50 a day, so it's going to take me 3 days to get through this list for the most part, but it can be done in a pretty efficient manner. So I've tabbed out 3 contacts. I'm going to work in batches of 5 to 10, depending on how long it takes my browser to load these different contacts. You can see that they're still loading at the top, but I'm going to go into a specific contact here. The order that you move through these contacts really doesn't matter. It's more about streamlining your approach. Here we have the contact view on desktop. What you're going to see is there is a contact. They have, on the left-hand side, I can see various pieces of data that I have obtained on this contact. This is all customizable, both the view and the data fields in HubSpot. But I am going to do, once the contact tab has loaded, and this is running a little slow because we are recording. Loom is a fantastic tool, but it does make things a little bit slow. I click the email under this person's name, job title, and email address, and that's going to pop up this little tab over here. Now, I can also do this through the Gmail or through the Google Chrome HubSpot Sales browser extension, where I can operate out of my native email client and send sequences through there, and you will attain the same outcome. So what I'm going to do is click Sequence, and then I am going to use a sequence that I just worked on today. It's a pretty simple 3-touch sequence, just email for now. I'm just going to check over sequences, and we'll get into some of the specifics of a simple sequence. These are going to be customizable. And then I'm going to start that sequence, which is going to initiate an email to go out to the contact. Now, I can also, if I'm working late at night and I don't want to send through an email at 11 p.m., I can schedule that first email to go out in the morning of the next day. And then a predetermined number of days later, the next communication will go out and the next communication will go out. But by enrolling them into that sequence, I am now done, and this person is going to hear from me, in this case 3, at sometimes 5 or 6, depending on how many steps are in your sequence. They will hear from me that many times. So now that I'm done, in theory, I've enrolled this contact. I'm going to close the tab. I'm not going to close this tab because I see that my Loom video is attached. I don't want to end the recording prematurely, but I would just close out this tab related to this contact and move on to the next and the next and the next. The only thing delaying my ability to do some basic business development is just how fast my Google Chrome browser is loading. So other than that, I'm really not going to be limited, and I'm going to be able to work through those contacts in 30 minutes, maybe even less, depending on how good I get. And you should get better as you make it a more routine part of your day. But if you're just getting started as a boutique agency owner or as a contractor, working from home, working remotely, make this a part of your everyday. It's going to be very challenging to sign new business and then still maintain a active business development practice to support your future growth. It's one of the most challenging components of growing from the start. But you're going to need to find a way to do it. And one of the best ways is to break it down into chunks. Let's say 50 a day, 25, 30 minutes a day. Make it habitual. You will become better at sales. You will gain confidence in your ability to sell. You're going to lose a lot of deals, but that's part of getting your career started. But you will be amazed at how some basic sales outreach will yield you new meetings and then new clients. And you're going to start to feel really empowered and confident that you can essentially win jobs just by putting in basic sales effort. You don't have to be, Grant Cardone or a sales wizard that you might find on YouTube. You just need reps, and you just need the willingness to put yourself in position to ultimately be rejected. But, there are so many instances where life is like a sales funnel, and improving your conversion rate can become a lifelong career optimization for you. So